when I was little, I had no fear. And my mother had to kind of always be lifeguarding me, especially when your daughter has no fear. I would always be like, she would look up and she would just see her daughter in midair, whether it was like on playgrounds or at swimming pools or like at gymnasiums or whatever it was. This particular time, I was at Lockheed's pool for the Texans. It's a very large public pool. They've got 2 springboards and 1 larger platform, right? Her little 8-year-old daughter had had maybe 3 diving lessons. So I was a professional. And I had been dared by my older brother and my older cousin, John Mark, to dive off of the platform. So, you know, like all, 56 pounds of me? Got this. I'm not afraid of anything. I do my cross, I bend over, I see the water, and my little body just goes in. I come up, victory is mine. I survived. Thank God, right? I go to my older brother and my older cousin. It's your turn, right? I was the pioneer. I charged the path. Now men, man up. And they said, no, we said you had to go 3 times before we went once. Just like men to change the rules in the middle of a game, right? We know what we're talking about. And so I went up the second time, cross, arms, focus, fall. And they said, okay, and now they're like, oh man, she's done it. She's really going to do it. So I go up the 3rd time, and now my confidence is like I'm drunk on confidence at 8, right? And so the 3rd time, I go up there, I cross, here, I lean forward, I focus, and I fall, and I over-rotate. And I fall like the Brazilian Jesus. And I hit the water, smack, on my back. And I see the bubbles of air leaving me, right? And out of the corner of my eye, I see my mother running like Godzilla on a small Asian village, just throwing pool chairs out of the way. And she used to be a collegiate swimmer, and she was a lifeguard. I see her just do like this Hoffman-style dive into the pool, and she yanks my body off of the floor of the diving well, and I was so relaxed. Maybe it was in consciousness, maybe it was utterly love. But I remember lying on the bottom of that pool being like, I'm fine. And my mother saved me that day. She pulled me out and she drugged me to this chair that was right here, and she was like, who did this to you? Because not her angel. Right? Her angel wouldn't have had that idea. That wouldn't have like organically populated in my little mind, right? That seed had to be planted. And so like the snitch that I was, I just pointed one shaky finger at my brother and it was him. I will let you know they did not get a Flintstones push-up pop that day. And that is the story of my mother's fallen angel. And again, I survived, so will you. We all will together, and I hope that all of you live your lives without a little less fear.
Yep.
Okay?